Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Hope you guys had a great trading week. We did. Today was kind of a weird day. SPX, S&Ps were up. Down. Dow was up, and Nasdaq was down. So it gets a little confusion there. Definitely appreciate everyone that's watching this right now. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. We go live where we post a new video every day at 3:30 p.m. Central Time. We got videos on the weekends. If you want to get alerted when I go live, push that little bell button below. It'll notify you when we post a new video. We only post once a day, so it's not like you're going to get spammed or anything. If you're not yet a member of our free options trading group, hit that link below, join it. What's going on, Ian? Nice to see you again. Brian, if you're here watching this right now, say what up. This is the UVH family chat where I use this time just to connect with you. We're not going to go into anything crazy technical. This is just a hangout session to get to know you all. Definitely want to thank everyone that's supporting this channel. We're almost up to 3,000 subscribers, which is just unbelievable. Crypto, what's up? Keith, what's up? It's just crazy. Like back in the day, I couldn't even get 10 views, and now a lot of people are joining in every day. Logic, GCA, what's going on? I noticed you've been commenting a lot on the videos. Definitely appreciate you watching the videos. I mean, it's the support here is insane. In our Facebook group, try to connect. I try to respond to everyone, try to connect with everybody, because I definitely appreciate all you that are here supporting that. The UVH family is very important to me. Linda, what's going on? Burchard, that's Burchard. Never heard that name before. Hamed, what's up? What's going on, everyone? We got a bunch of people here now. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the UVH family chat, every Friday we do a hangout session where I kind of go over some of my trades this week, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I want to reach out to you if you guys have any inputs on what you guys, or if you had any questions or that kind of thing, or what the future is of UVH or what UVH is. Would definitely be happy to answer that question. Like I said, today was very mixed, and kind of go over it. I didn't actually open any trades yesterday because my last few Fridays haven't been very good trading days. So I've been really just, the only trades I had on today was AMD and Twitter, and they were kind of like the stragglers. I didn't open up any trades, and as I said yesterday, I don't know if anyone was here for my stream yesterday. Joe, what's up? I don't know if anyone was here for my streams yesterday, but you see here yesterday at SPX we gapped up. We actually went higher, and I actually sold off all my positions at open yesterday when we gapped up because I was actually afraid of a retracement back down to this level. And it's kind of what happened today. Like I get scared, I get nervous of the huge gap ups before open. Like today SPX gapped up and gave it all back, and actually I had a position on BABA and GS yesterday, and it was the exact same thing. So yesterday, we gapped up yesterday from, yesterday it gapped up from, when was this? Yeah, it gapped up from like 163 all the way up to like 167. I closed my positions out immediately. Obviously, it didn't go anywhere, but look at today. We gapped up. Pre-market was hitting 170. Gapped up and gave it all back, came back down to the levels it was yesterday. So that's what I was afraid of. Same thing with GS. GS, I cashed out. We gapped up yesterday. I cashed out my profits. Pretty much was flat. And then this morning we gapped up again and then gave it all back. So that's what I was really afraid of yesterday. So that's why people were like, hey, why did you close your position so early? You still have time on it. But, I know a gift when I see one. And lately when it's been gapping up, like this, we've been giving it back. And take your profits. You can always put another position on. Joe, I hope you had a great week trading. Linda was reeling over BABA. Yeah, so I've been actively trading BABA just because it's been in play with the trade news. Fridays have been bad for the past month for me. Yeah, try not to trade too aggressively on Fridays. You got a lot of things working against you. If you're buying options, you got that theta decay. And then what they've been doing on Fridays, if you haven't noticed, I did this pretty much every Friday has been the same for like the last month. If you look here at like Tesla, it's flat. Look at this. They just ate it away here. The 8 premium's up pretty good. It's up 77 cents on the day. People you know, that had some volatility yesterday, and the day before that was up nice. But Tesla, I mean, look at that's pretty much flat. And Amazon was down, Google was down. Let's see, Chipotle was down 12. I didn't see that before. You know, Apple was down. What they've been, let's see what Apple looked like today. Because the last few weeks, actually, Apple looks a lot better. Last few weeks, Apple on Fridays just been a straight line as well. You know, so you know on Fridays today was actually, I don't know if it was a triple witching or quadruple witching. Basically, that means is a lot of products are expiring on the same day, and today was monthly expiration for options for all products for September. So Joe says couldn't quite get the VIX sub 11 today, and it finished on a sell signal, so I don't expect any great short entries on SPY till Wednesday, the earliest. Yeah, I mean today was not a day to actively go after really anything. Probably my biggest regret today, I had a strangle that was that's what I was saying on one of the stragglers. I had a strangle on AMD. I put on a couple days ago, and it's been I had the 31.50 call and the 31 put, and I should have took it off here today. It spiked up to 32.38, and I didn't take it off. I was only down like 20 bucks on the trade, and then I gave it all back. You know, it was terrible. Okay, Ben says today was quad witching, so include a future. So yeah, I wasn't sure if today was triple witching or quad witching, but it looks like it's a quad witching. Thanks for confirming that, man. Definitely appreciate that. So this was my biggest regret today. Sure, I still closed out the green, the week green. I was up big yesterday. I was up big the day before. Really, I just gave some back today, but I didn't. I only had stragglers on. I had Twitter on that expired too, but that was a small position. I lost 50 bucks on Twitter as well. I had the 30 strike calls for this week. So, you know, that was pretty much my story today. Joe says he couldn't get filled on my new DB short. Limit buy didn't get filled. Okay, next week. Yeah, I mean, you could, if you don't get filled, like I was saying, actually I was saying this yesterday, if you put an order in, and like I said, like if I put an order and I don't get filled for the price that I want, I try again, don't get filled. Usually the third time, if I don't get filled, I just take that order off because it's probably saving myself from making a bad decision. I know we talked a lot about it, but Tilray also was down today, about 30%, down 53 bucks. But what they did is the same thing as yesterday. Is they dropped it big at open the first hour or so, and then they just ate those premiums up. So be careful about trading those premiums in there. They're really rich, and all those just expire worthless that were out of the money just instantly. Just like they just went sideways the rest of the day. So like I was saying yesterday, you know, options are about speculation, and when the stock doesn't move, if it doesn't go anywhere, just like this, you know, you're going to be losing money very quick. Joe says I couldn't get filled on my new DB short. Oh, that's the same one. So I just want to meet you guys. Is anyone where are you guys from? You guys had any great trades this week? Does anyone have any trades to share this week? I want to hear about it. Pretty much most of my gains came from Alibaba and Goldman Sachs this week. I can't remember exactly. I think I had some trades early on Monday or Tuesday that closed out that were small winners, but most of the gains came from Alibaba and Goldman Sachs. Joe says not a bad week for him. He put up 270 risk, ended up with 480 in net gains, plus 270 back. Nice. Those are some good gains. Tilray trade spewed actually doubled and almost moved to 136. Nice. Ahmed, good week. Ahmed says good week overall, but lost so much in AMD. Yeah, I mean, let's look at AMD for a second here. So you'll make a lot of money when you see action like this, but when it goes sideways, like we experienced here, luckily I had a small trade on there. I lost $100. You know, I mean, I'm not discounting that. Definitely was not happy, and I also didn't take it off. I mean, there was some volatility today, and I didn't take the trade off when I could have taken off for break even. But you look at this, the range. So the question that I have here is: are we building support in this area, or are we topping out? That's kind of what I'm looking here. So before I put on a new trade on AMD, I want to see some sort of direction. It seems to like this $31 mark the last few days. We've been floating around here. So if you were buying options in the last couple of days and we've gone nowhere, that's why your stuff is expiring worthless. Ben, you're from SoCal. What's up? I'm in the Chicago area. Linda, your first trade. What was your first trade, Linda, from North Cal? Looks like we got a lot of Cali people here. Logic was down 50 yesterday. He's up 75 today. A small $500 account. Yeah, so, you know, when you have a small account, it's all about your win rate. So trade small and concentrate on your win rate. Make sure you're winning more than you're losing, and that you have a good risk to reward ratio. Logic's from Cali as well. So we got at least 3 people from Cali here. Marvin, what's up? NYC made some gains from AMD credit spreads. Yeah. Look at that. So if you were selling premium here, so if you were buying premium, you got in trouble because Marvin just took your money. He took some of my money today. But look at IV's kind of coming down. So since we're flattening out here, this is a good example here. It's flattening out. IV's getting crushed down a little bit. So premiums are gonna get cheaper, which I guess is good because I mean AMD's premiums were pretty expensive. And Marvin, I'm glad you took advantage of that. Crypto. Well, let's see here. Joe, best trade was long in the queues on Wednesday. Nice. Crypto did good buying McDonald's. 10 shares at 159. I haven't actually looked at McDonald's in a long time. Wow. So it really dropped out here. The one thing I would be concerned about here for McDonald's is this kind of top here, this 165. Now, if this breaks through, I mean, clear skies ahead. Crypto's from Northern Cali as well. Easy. Nice seeing you here again. Bakersfield, California. Wow. Oh, Linda's first trade on Baba 10 days ago. Did you make money on that trade? I hope you made money on your first options trade. It's always painful when you if you lose. Easy got his butt handed to him. What was the trade that you got messed up on? Ben's hoping for a top out AMD. Ben, are you looking to purchase shares lower, or are you just looking to short it? You think it's overvalued or what? Ahmed's from SoCal too. Is there anyone? So basically, everyone from California. We have one guy here from New York, and I'm from Chicago. Brian, California is right. Oh, we got Jeff, Chicago. What up? Easy. Because I fell asleep, lost all my profits from yesterday. So. Come on, man. Like, you fell asleep and you lost your profit. So what I would say to that, you know, obviously this is my opinion, but, you know, don't enter such aggressive trades. Like, if you're not going to be at the computer, like, put on longer duration trades maybe. You know, I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, NBev got hit hard, I think, today, right? I know everyone was talking about that the other day. Oh, yeah, look, just like slice through. What's that 15-minute chart on that? That's what I want to see. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, so they dropped, look at this. They dropped it in the morning, flattened out again. Looks like Tilray. Look at that. Ate those premiums up. Good to be an option seller. If you don't know how to sell premium, learn how to sell premium. Definitely will help you out in different situations. Anyone here on the BTC? Watch out, Joe. I hope nobody is buying crypto. I mean, I don't. My brother was actually texting me this morning saying he's making gains on, you know, XRP or what is it, Ripple, and I was just like, man, I make, you know, he was bragging he's up 80% and stuff like that. And what I say to that is, if anyone trades options successfully, like, you know, I'm closing out 50% to 100% gains consistently when trading options. I don't really feel the need to trade any cryptocurrency ever. Ben has a losing credit spread on AMD in the money. Did it expire today, Ben? And what did you have a put spread on? Easy is up at 5:30. Sammy's from Philly. Okay, so we got some East Coast here. What up, East Coast? Easy says the blanket monster. So, like I said, don't put your money at risk if you're going to go to bed. Like, I'm not laughing at you, man. I'm laughing with you. Anyways, Joe, AMD actually needs to trade lower to clear the trend high. I think I agree with that. AMD. It does look like it's making lower highs here, even though it did have some massive ramp ups here. I mean, that's crazy what it did today. I mean, AMD was insane. Can't believe it gave it all back. I mean, so disappointing to close like 16 cents down on the day. I mean, that's crazy. Ahmed got killed on MU. So MU I actually didn't trade because I thought it was a little bit too high risk, and it actually closed down only less than 2.87%. MU, yeah, had that must have been a terrible. So at earnings report, skyrocketed to 48. Conference call down here hit a low of 42 and just flat. I mean, just ate those premiums. So anyone sell premiums in MU for earnings probably made good, because the expected move in MU was $3.50, because I talked about this the other day, and it only moved $1.32. So Iron Condor for the win on that bad boy. Cryptos, his Jade Lizard's intact, still intact on AMD. Got 35 days of expiration. Nice. Brian, do you have a tutorial video on selling premiums, or best place to study that? So I have a couple of videos on, Brian, what's your broker? I have a couple of videos on selling premium or opening positions on Robinhood, just because it's really complicated to open, to sell premium on Robinhood. They don't have buttons, but like on TD Ameritrade right now, if I wanted to, let's say, we won't go to here, but if I want to go to, let's say, October, and I want to open an Iron Condor, I can just click on it and go to sell and hit Iron Condor, and then adjust my strikes this way. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely have some more content coming out regarding selling premium. Easy. Logic bought Dogecoin, made money, and gave it right back. Easy. I'm in the Chicago area. See here. Oh, Ben has so the AMD, you have a credit call spread, 1019 expiration. So you got a call spread. I mean, if you have a credit call spread and it goes lower, so you're actually short the stock, you might be okay. AMD, one of my focus shorts I have been tracking for a long. Joe's hunting it down. So Joe, are you buying premium, selling premium, or are you buying puts, or are you selling calls to go short on this bad boy? Sammy, call option versus put option, which one is safe for weekly gain? I think so. Sammy, to answer your question, it depends if the stock is going up or down, right? They both have an equal chance, but whether you buy a put or buy a call is one thing. Depending on the chart and what the stock, where you think the stock is going to head. If you think AMD is going to go lower, let's get AMD. You're going to want to buy a put. If you think AMD is going to go higher, you're going to want to buy a call. It doesn't really matter. It's really what you believe in what the stock is going to do. All right, Brian using Robinhood. I can actually send you some links. If you search our channel, Robinhood, I have a video on selling put spreads, call spreads. I have a video on an Iron Condor. So I have those videos in our channel. If you need links to those, if you can't find them, let me know. I don't know if you're part of our options trading group. I can message you there, or message me on Facebook. I'm definitely working on ways. I know people have been stressing like they want to see a Discord channel. I have been working on that. I've been working on some things in the back end, such as some training materials for people that are like super newbies, people that haven't traded before or not successful. Working on that because I actually didn't think so. When I started the Facebook group, I think end of August. I didn't really think it was gonna blow up that big, because I started this channel back in 2017, and it's really just been a slow grind. And then just recently, ever since I started the Facebook group, this channel just exploded. So I definitely appreciate everyone that's learning, everyone that's here. Definitely wouldn't be here without all of you today. Easy got called TD Ameritrade and tried to have them drop my fees, and they said no. Hey, I actually so Easy. I filmed a video today about lowering your commissions on TD Ameritrade. I'm gonna drop that video tomorrow. Watch that video. They lowered my commissions a ton on there. Right now, my fees on TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is $1 per contract, dollar open, dollar close per contract. Marvin, Robinhood on desktop is easier to use when selling premium. I agree. I love using the desktop platform. However, I don't like, so actually someone tried to hack into my Robinhood account a couple months ago. I don't know if it was one of the subscribers here, but once this channel started blowing up, someone tried to hack in there and I got shut down. Had to lock them out. My account got locked up. So I actually put on two-factor authentication. And now with two-factor authentication, the web is a little bit harder to use because I have to send myself a text. So if it's an order that I want to get filled at a certain price, I may miss that. So it's a lot easier with two-factor authentication to do it on my phone because I can use Touch ID on my iPhone. Let's see. Joe says I only buy puts and calls. Wouldn't buy a put on AMD until it trades through 34.14. Easy. Open his Tastyworks account. So welcome to Tastyworks. I love Tastyworks. Great platform. If you're looking to trade Tilray and some of those other ones, they're not letting you trade that right now. Just so you know. Google Plus. Does anyone still use Google Plus? I thought Google Plus was gone. Let's see here. Crypto says, how do you cover selling options? I'm wary of assignment. Yeah, I mean that's the risk that's the risk that you run. But if you're doing so for small accounts, you want to do a vertical spread. So you're gonna want to do a vertical put spread or vertical call spread. So that way you have some protection. So at the end of the day, like let's say the position goes against you and you're deep in the money and you get assigned the stock, you can always exercise your long option to cover that. Obviously, you're going to be at max loss, but you won't have to come up with the capital for that stock. It'll even out. You'll just have to pay whatever max loss was on that position. What do you think the best earnings defined risk trade is on a small account? So my favorite positions to take on an earnings play is for a small account. So my favorites, I guess it doesn't really matter if it's a small account or not. My favorite is selling premium for earnings. So let's say on MU, for a small account, I would like to take a directional play. So what I would probably do, let's say earnings they didn't happen yet. I would probably, let's say I wanted it to go up, I would sell one in the money. I would sell one put in the money and buy one put out of the money. And then, that's a very small risk trade. So for earnings, you don't want to, I know that people try to gamble a lot during earnings, and it's definitely dangerous. Yeah, you can make money, but it's gambling. Like, you don't know, like so many times in earnings, companies do well and then their stock bombs, and their report may be great, but then their guidance is lower. There's a lot of factors. Like it's complicated. So there's actually a guy yesterday in our options trading group that said he was profitable on MU before they had earnings. He was up like $100, I think, on MU, and then he didn't close it out. And then he said he learned his lesson because then the stock bombed and now his position is at zero. So that's the risk that you want to run to do with on earnings. So for a small account, I would definitely sell premium. You have a higher chance because you have that huge IV crush that's going to help you out. And if it goes the direction you want to go, you're going to be making some stacks there. Joe, I rarely trade weekly options, mostly trade options with 30 days expiration, but every once in a while a short-term trade in weekly options is too good to pass up, like that QQQ. Yeah, I mean, everybody has, like, I was buying some weekly options this week. I bought some weekly options last week. It really depends. Sometimes I buy stuff that's far out of the money, 60 days, 90 days out. Sometimes when I'm selling premium, I'll sell something 10 days out, 20 days out, 7 days out. You know, it really depends. For me personally, depends on how much time do I have to trade this week. So like next week's going to be a busy week for me. I have a lot of things to do outside of trading. So I'm going to take a lot more low risk trades than I would have if I would, like this week I had some higher risk trades that did net me excuse me, that did net me some nice returns. But next week's going to be a different game. Logic, I like to wait for the dip that follows most earnings and go from there. So excuse me, man. One thing that is successful sometimes is after earnings, buying premium after earnings if there's a lot of volatility, because you'll get cheaper options. You can flip a quick day trade and you get to take advantage of that IB crush for buying premium. So selling premium before earnings is good. Buying premium after earnings is also good, depending on how you play it. Let's see here. Easy. What could I have done in my case? I had 2 call options when I woke up. I was down 220 in the calls. So easy. If you have a super aggressive position on, don't go to sleep, or you have to adjust your strategy. It's not that the position you had on was wrong. It was that you had a high risk position on and you weren't there to monitor it. So if you're not there to monitor it, maybe adjust your strategy a bit. Ben was on the wrong side of Lulu earnings. Yeah, Lululemon. I don't know, man. This is insane. I mean, in a year, it's gone from $57 to $156. I mean, who would have thought that yoga pants, sweatpants are gonna breed triple-digit returns, you know, in a year? I mean, this is nuts. DJ Moten, you never supposed to buy a put at a above price and the under at. I'm not really sure what you're examining. Example, NGD trading at 90 cents but bought the put at $1.50. What's NGD? Oh, this is, I don't know if this is, so buying options on like penny stocks is never, I mean, for me personally, has never been a good strategy. And then they're not very liquid either. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, so they only have monthly expirations. Volume here on the monthlies, they only have monthly expirations, and volume is not great. So you're not going to get a good deal here. Bid in the ask is wide. You know, this seems to be a common occurrence, but you're gonna pay more money. You're gonna lose money on these kind of trades. I mean, you might be able to make some money, but I mean, the stock went from 75 cents up to 96 cents. I mean, it's just not worth it. There's a lot of easier ways to make money trading options in the market. DJ Moten. So today I will lose, I'm assuming, or will be deemed worthless. Today was actually, if it expired today, it's now worth 0. If it expired out of the money. Lulu gapped up this entire year after earnings. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lululemon. However, now the IB is kind of low. I wonder what. I haven't traded it. I haven't traded them in a long time. Premium's not bad in here for next week. You know, pretty low. But obviously, as you can see here, you run the risk. So if you're buying premium, you know, it's gone nowhere since August 30th. It's gone nowhere. So that's why it's such an IV crush, no volatility. So if I was going to put a position on here, if I was going to buy premium, I would probably want it to be, you know, 35, 42 days out, depending on volume here, 91 days out. Maybe 91 days out, a little bit too long for my taste, but you get the idea here. Logic says the best penny stock is GoPro for options. It's very predictable. Yeah. I honestly, when I trade options, I don't usually like trading like junk stocks is the thing. So that's just my my personality. Like I prefer to trade stocks that are $20 and above. For me, it's harder to make money like on Snap and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some moves, but they're 10% moves now. We're only like 90 cents. I mean, for me, it's not really worth it. DJ Moon, okay, thanks. Makes sense. I'm going to lose. Oh well, $50 lesson learned. Teach me these ways. Yeah, I mean, at least you kept your risk small. What I've noticed about a lot of traders recently is they're betting big on moves, and then when it doesn't happen, they lose a lot of money. So make sure your risk to reward. Make sure the reward is in your favor. If you're going to lose on it, make sure you lose small. D. Jonathan, is best to trade more volatile stocks or SPY. Yeah, I mean, you want stocks. So when you trade options, you want stocks to move. Now, if there's things that you don't want to move, let's say like, I don't know, is this one not really moving? So like, let's say if you don't want to move, like Chipotle's been the same price for, minus the spikes and stuff like that. It's been the same price since mid-August, so basically like a month. It depends on your strategy if you want it to move or not. If you want something that you want to kind of burn slow and low, maybe you put an iron condor on something like this. So this would be that takes 10 to 15 days, 20 days to come to fruition. If you want money tomorrow, like Alibaba, if you want to make money tomorrow, you want to trade stocks that are ripping like this. Tesla. If you want to make money, that's you want to trade stocks that are moving when trading options, especially if you're buying premium. Now, selling premium is a lot safer. Selling a lot premium, you can just wait it out, and if stocks don't move, that theta burns is gonna pay you every day. EGC, what's EGC? Energy Golf Coast, sorry. Yeah, I don't know much about this stock, but looks like it dropped. So I mean, it was the same price here for almost 3 months, 2 months, 3 months straight. That's the flattest line I've ever seen in a chart in a long time. I mean, and then it finally broke to the downside. So this one looks like it's gonna be some volatile. Let's see here, EGC. See what the options look like on this one. So they only have monthly options on this as well, and not a lot of open interest on the option. So yeah, I wouldn't be buying options on this. So I was actually telling someone earlier today that you should have a criteria for when you put a trade on. Like, you can get in trouble when you just trade anything. You don't have any criteria. Like, what's your criteria for trading when you put options trade on is something that you need to ask yourself. Joe says he likes when a company reports just after the bell because the reaction shows up on my chart. Amazon, for instance, has a future date of 1704, the low and after hours when earnings come out. I'm not sure what you mean with that. Amazon is one reason you're excited about next week. SPY actually confirmed the final high that needed to get taken out. And Chipotle, yeah, Andrew, Chipotle looks bearish right now. Agreed. They're just one bad burrito away from dropping 100 points. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I mean, I know people that don't even go there anymore. That's not a reason to short the stock either, by the way. But I just know. Beast Key, do you know if you buy an iron condor on Robinhood, it's not considered day trade unless you sell the iron condor back the same day? Same thing for vertical spread. So it doesn't matter what you trade, what strategy you trade for options. If you open and close the trade the same day, it's considered a day trade. One thing that I wanted to go over today, I don't know if anyone noticed here, the stock market is getting a transformation where they weighted the tech sector. So check out this article on CNBC. They changed the weight of the S&Ps for the tech sector. Kind of interesting they would do this when stocks like Apple and Microsoft and stuff are all at the all-time highs. So if these things drop, things are going to get dicey. It says among the biggest changes, Facebook and Google parent Alphabet moved out of the tech into the news sector. Apple's leadership expanded to a 21% weighting, up from 17%, and Microsoft went to 17% from 13%. So these stocks are getting weighted heavier into these indices here. And semiconductors, they're going from 14% to 17%. So I don't know what that means for the long term, but it looks like if these stocks like Apple and Microsoft, you know, sitting on all-time highs like this, take a dump, I mean, it's gonna hurt a lot of things. I mean, Microsoft made some new highs today. I mean, so you just be aware of that. Tilray is still overvalued. I believe it will drop to 75 or less. Yeah, I mean, there was actually a tweet out earlier today, like Tilray was valued more than Twitter and a bunch of companies. I mean, its valuation right now is $30 billion, which is off the chart. And yeah, people are in trouble here. People are in trouble. Joe, when Amazon reported last, it gapped down 1704 in after hours. That low will go by. Which recorded that move? The 52 week also needs to get taken out too. Yeah, Amazon. The one thing I will say about Amazon though is there's still a growth stock. Even at 1900, it's still a growth stock. You know, shorting Amazon has not been the play here for anyone. Now it looks like it likes this $1,900 level here. So, BSQ, what does it mean if a stock is weighted? Sorry, I'm new. So I'm talking about the not the stock itself, but the indices are weighted a certain percentage. So like the S&P, for instance, they're saying that Apple's gonna, you know, the tech stocks like Apple and Microsoft are being moved to the next sector to weigh a heavier. They're going to have more of a percentage of the indice. Logic, you're a bearish trader, so I don't mind that happening. Yeah, so anyways, guys, I don't want to make this too long. We're at 36 minutes. Definitely appreciate everyone that's hanging out. Every Friday, come hang out. We do a live stream with the UVH family. Just really wanted to connect with you. Really interesting that we have most people here from California. It must be super early for you guys to get up to trade. I don't know if you guys trade market open. The people that are here from California, do you get up at what time would it be? 6:30 every morning at market open or not? Joe, in other words, as far as I'm concerned, Amazon is a no play, not a buy, not a short. Yeah, I agree. If you're going to do anything, it would be like, if you're going to do anything on Amazon, it's going to be a short time trade. Ben says Amazon's an iron condor play for me. I can see that. I can see that. However, when it does rip or when it does fall, it hurts. I mean, it hurts a lot. You know, this was 15 down to 13, back up to 16. You know, and hasn't caught a break really since. I mean, but it did go from 17 down to 1650 here. But we haven't gotten any major pullback in Amazon. Oh, Ben, you guys wake up at 5:30. Ben wakes up at 4:45 to trade. Man, I was actually thinking about, you know, I wouldn't mind living out in LA or wherever, but I don't know. To be honest with you, 5 in the morning is a bit rough. For me. So yeah, like I was saying, you guys have a great weekend. Definitely appreciate all of you. You know, the UVH community is growing faster than I could have imagined. I just want to thank you guys again. I'm super grateful for you. Thanks so much for making this community what it is, contributing. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If this video was of value to you, please hit that like button. It really helps my videos out a lot. So you guys have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.